Hey everybody, Dracobor here again for Drunken Scrubs, and we're going to take a look at how to kill Dalan Nightbreaker. Dalan is a Alliance rare NPC, and he is usually farmed because he drops an honor trinket for Horde players. He has three abilities, two of which have percentage-based damage, so he can kill players of any gear level. However, once you get into the 480 gear level or so, he becomes relatively easy to kill. You simply just have to watch out for his mechanics. Um, there are, depending on which area you want to kill him in, there are 3 to 4 NPCs you have to take out. I'm going to take him out here on the right hand side, so I need to take out this patrolling NPC right here. It goes back and forth. This one is stationed next to him, and there is going to be another walker right here that's coming along. Interesting note, if you take out the two NPCs standing right next to him on either side, the minute you pull the second one, he will auto pull regardless of where you are. So let's go ahead and burn down some of these NPCs. Now Dalan has two mechanics you have to worry about. If you're more than 15 yards away, he can heroic leap you. Now he will only heroic leap the person who has primary aggro. That heroic leap has a small stun and does 40% of maximum health. He also has a crackling earth, which is signified by him leaning back and generating a bunch of black dust on the ground, signifying the earth cracking. If you goes in a straight line in front of him, and if you're standing in that, you will take 60% maximum health damage. His front end damage is fundamentally just melee, DPS, and Sunder armor. It's not that substantial. Most every class can beat him. Again, because the front end damage is not particularly heavy, he has a hard time getting through mage and priest bubbles. It's really just about avoiding his mechanic. If your class has a choice in heal, I would recommend a slow, constant heal as opposed to one large heal, because again, if you cannot if your shields and defenses can't absorb his front end damage. So we're going to go ahead and pull him now. Pet is going to tank him. I would always recommend, if you are not the one with primary aggro, to stand off to the side, neither directly in front of him or in back of him. As you saw there, he did his Crackling Earth ability, which will take 60% of your maximum health. And if you stand directly behind him when he does that, you still can get hit with that ability unless you're quite a ways away from him. So when he does that, you're going to want to veer off to the sides. As you can see, my pet is tanking him rather easily. Again, you're going to want to use PvE gear for this. I know some people get confused because he's in the PvP area and drops an honor trinket, but you definitely want to use PvE gear. The heroic leap is pretty easy. Just again, stay within, if you are the person with primary aggro, stay within the 15 yards. And anytime you see that black dust, just move off to the left or right and you are good. Pets make particularly good tanks for this, as they seem to be able to avoid that mechanic every time. And he is about to go down. This fight can be a bit of a challenge for people just starting their gear leveling. But like I said, I farmed this on virtually every class. The only class that really have trouble are mages. You do have to kite him. But he is susceptible to all forms of stun and CC, so you can blind him and bandage or recuperate if you're a rogue. And that's that.